welcome back to the Great Pickle Quest. Today, well, it's going to be a little bit different because the whole pandemic has made things, well, quite difficult for a lot of us. And so, having grown a couple of cucumbers in the garden, my mom had the idea of making her own, well, dill pickles. They actually don't have any dill in them, so I think that because there's no dill in them, we have to classify these as, yeah, that's right, the pickles that I don't like, sweet pickles. So what is in here? We have vinegar, sugar, salt, white onion, and of course the sliced up cucumber from the garden. So maybe a little bit of water, but basically 5 ingredients. Very simple recipe. And they have been sitting in the fridge for probably about a week, maybe a little bit longer than a week. I don't know how the taste has changed since when I first tried them. So on this day, we will see how they taste. And I will see if I get sick later on. So, and another thing that you guys probably don't know about me is that I don't like onion very much anymore. Anyway, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with onions. So immediately you smell the vinegar, the onion, the sweetness, because white onions are generally sweet. They're sweet. I think almost too sweet. There's a really strong taste of onion that hits you. Kudos to my mom for trying this, at least. The cucumbers didn't go to waste. But I think that this has to be used in maybe a salad or a certain type of sandwich to kind of offset maybe salted meat or something. So could also be that they've been sitting in this concoction for too long. Okay, so the smaller one was better. I also kind of sucked out a little bit of the juice from the first one, the big one. So after getting over that initial shock, like I said, I always try to eat two. Flavor, it's really not that bad. I think it's going to depend on what you guys want to do with it, but you can make something like this. Make your own, homemade pandemic sweet pickles. And I'm going to have to give it a 2. Like, it's definitely not a 1. Like, it's absolutely edible. It actually does taste good, just not my cup of tea. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. Usability, I think, is going to be really tricky for this particular recipe. So I'm going to give it a 3 for usability. Just I'm not entirely sure where you could use this. I mean, you can put it on, hamburgers and everything. Actually, I think if you put this on hamburgers, it would actually complement a burger really well. It's probably what I would recommend using it on. But yeah, Again, big shout out to my mom for that, for making that. It's actually really well done, considering we didn't even have any dill. So she just kind of had to work with what we have in the house. So, homemade mom's sweet pickle pandemic garden cucumber recipe. So for a grand total of 5 out of 10, it's not horrible. I would definitely eat these, but as a snack, probably not. But definitely on a hamburger, mixed in with something else, maybe a salad or some sort of sandwich. These would be great. So wrapping these up, putting them back in the fridge, and I'm definitely looking forward to making some homemade dill pickles and seeing how those turn out. They might turn out worse. Who knows? So anyway, stay tuned for the next episode. It could be homemade dill pickles, or it could be store bought. Who knows? But you'll have to stay tuned to find out.